So I'm going to give you a bit of a lowdown on how you add and set up your products within Kartra. There's quite a comprehensive set of features around selling products both online and offline. I will warn you though, there is quite a lot of additional work in preparation for this, and setting things up like opt-in pages, thank you pages, maybe even putting different lists in, setting up affiliates. Those are things that associate with this. But I'm going to take you through how you set up a product, and I'll also point out where you may want to plan it out a little bit more. So like all the Kartra menus, you can start by adding a product, pressing the green button in the bottom corner. And to start with, you've got an option. You can either put the product in as your main product, or you can put it in as an upsell. Typically you start with the main product, but you may also add a completely different unrelated upsell or something that is very closely related but at a higher value. So let's start with a main product. I'm going to select that, click on the blue box, and also give the product a name. And I'm going to just give this one a sort of a Kartra test product, and click on next. That will then start the wheels in motion. You see you have a list of menus to go through here, list of steps. So we've got the test product, give it an official name which will be visible, and again I'll give it the same name there. And description, really this is a Kartra demo product. You can list it publicly in the Kartra marketplace, so affiliates can come in and take it up. But for the moment I'll keep this private. What you've also got down here is the opportunity to set up your payment processing. And this is where you need to have a PayPal account or something like Stripe. If you like to take your gateways here, you've got a range of different ones. I'm going to just select one I've already got set up and confirm that. And that's now able to take credit cards. So again, that's something you need to put in place before you add your product, just so you've got that ready. So we'll confirm that. And then we go on to pricing. And at the moment, actually before we get to pricing, we're just a bit more product information. So at the moment it's just listed as a test product. And again, it's really just what you had before. So confirm that, and you should get the option to now move on to next. So as I said, now we're moving on to pricing. And what you have here is the opportunity to set up one-time payments, recurring payments, a certain number of installments, recurring installments, different types of payment options, and you have to choose one. You can't routinely choose different ones. You have to decide on the one. So let's start with a one-time payment here, and we'll put in there one-time payment. Again, price description can change. We're going to put that in there for, say, I don't know, $200. You can basically set up here so that you can have an initial like trial payment. So if you hit on that there, it'll give you an option to come in with a sort of an intro price, and then it goes up. You can also set this as default price for all your products. If you've got some similar products, it's always good to have something to start with. What you've also got is the option to add another product. So again, if we add that in, you can add multiple products. Again, we'll take the second one, recurring payment. And again, here, this is a slightly different product. We'll put that down as $100 per month. And again, same terms. And then the third product, we can put that in again as a limited number of installments. So again, installments 6, and again dollar price there would be, say, 25. So again, you've got the options there to have different product levels at different prices. So again, we'll confirm that. If I had to put a name in there, so this is installment package. It may want something from the price too as well, so let's have a check at that. Yep. So this is a recurring upsell. So you've got your 3 levels of product there, and that really is something you'll decide on before as to what your products need to be called, what the price point is, and you can add those in different levels, and that will produce a sort of a funnel, I suppose, where you start with a product you're upselling, but you've also got the installment option. That all comes in together. What you've also got here is whether you want to add a shipping cost. If it's a physical product, you'd want to add that. Likewise with sales tax. Sales tax can be quite complex, but you can configure that for different states, different countries. But if it's an online sort of information product, you're okay with that. Likewise, you can add a refund policy, 30-day money-back guarantee, but you can take that out, you can change that. You can have a no refund. It really depends on how you want to put that together. Save and next, and now you're going on to the actual contents themselves. And this is again where you probably need to have some pre-preparation. You need to have pages written, either within Kartra, which I have here, or you can have external landing pages. I'm going to pick a Kartra page here. I'm going to take one from one of the funnels we're working with here. So we'll take a quick launch funnel. This is one of the pre-made ones, and we'll put in there an opt-in page. So that's really the product page to start with. Further down, you'll then have thank you pages for each of the products. So again, we'll look at these. We'll go with the quick launch funnel, and we'll pick a thank you page. And you can have them all the same, or you can have them different. It's really down to what you want to do. And that one's a slightly different one. And again, here we'll do the same again. We'll go with the quick launch funnel, and we'll put that in. Again, typically they can be the same, but it really does depend on how you set the funnel up. And this probably needs a little bit of planning in advance, so you've got the pages there. Or you can test one of the included quick launch funnels, and they're pretty good because they're set up really with all the steps in place. So we'll save that. And now we're looking at the checkout. Checkout is something that's really a custom look. So here you've got different options for the look and feel. And the nice thing is you can actually see what it looks like. So if I go with a pop-up there, you can change that. You've got embedded forms, or you can use your own custom design and have the code for that. If we take the hosted checkout page, again, you've got different templates for that, and they're all easy to follow. It's pretty good. Again, we'll probably just pick a standard checkout page, but we'll go with that template and confirm it. Here you can put your header in. So again, if you've got the logo put in there, you can add that straight away. You've got the option to put a help desk icon in there. If you want to give that available, you can put that as a bottom link. And if you've got your help desk service set up, that may be quite a good idea, so that you can get calls and any questions routed through to support number or support email address of some kind. We'll leave that off for the moment. And then you've got fields that are in the checkout, and this is really how much information you need to take. Again, if it's a physical product, you probably need all the address details. If it's not, maybe just the basic information. You've got the option to put in like a one-click checkout if you've got that facility set up, and then you can see how it looks over here. Or you have something a little bit more detailed. And then you've also got the opportunity to tag customers that don't buy. They go halfway through, and you've got them at different stages. Maybe they bailed out just before buying something, you give them a tag. Likewise, if they bought one product but didn't buy the others, you can bring them into different parts of the funnel. And again, that's something that you may want to get set up before. As an example here, multi-price point. We'll have a quick launch funnel again, and we'll put it in there as launch start again. So it's basically going back to the start of the funnel. Just an example. Again, it's probably worth planning that out before. Checkout language, we've defaulted to English, but again, depending on where you are in the world, that could be different. This is a billing agreement. This is dependent on individual countries. I'll leave that out at the moment, but you may want to have a look at that and decide what you need based on the local rules. Likewise, you've got the option here to bump offers. So if you want to, you can add a sort of an extra incentive if that's available. Post sale, this is a little bit more really tagging, and you can also add people to a list. So if someone buys at price point 1, you can add them to bought product A. Likewise, you can add them another list if you want to put them in at product B. Again, selecting different types of lists. Tagging, again, you have the option not to do that, or you can put them in tags. It depends really on how you manage your sequences. And then further down here, we've got the actual Kartra membership options and the various different types of really what you do with the customers. You can add them to a Kartra membership. You can add them to a different membership platform if you want to work with one maybe you already have, and you can do that through integrations. This is pretty useful, a downloadable file. So if you've got like a lead magnet, or your product is like a book or a course of some kind, you can download the first file. And then on the back of that, you can set up automation. So maybe the first course lesson is a downloadable file that comes through straight away, and then they go into an automated email sequence for follow-ups. This is something that you can define depending on how you want to play that. And again, you've got options for different files for different levels of the course, as how you want to do it. And we'll have a look at that. You see, it just gives you the option to select a file. We haven't got anything loaded up there. If we did, then we could put that in, and that will get downloaded after someone had signed up. So again, we'll take that to no access at the moment and just confirm that. Automations, again, you've got the options to add different types of automations depending on what sequence you want to go through. Again, customer buys product, you go for a test product there, and you can add different things as you go along, but we'll cancel that for the moment. Just need to make sure we confirm everything and then go on to next. Now this section here is if you have people selling products for you, what we call affiliates. So these will be like a reseller or somebody who gets a commission for selling the product for you. You can have that so that's not available, or you can set that up. And here you can basically decide on what they get paid in terms of commissions, like maybe a percentage based on the first product. So maybe a fixed amount. So say we put in here, you know, they get 10%. You can put that in level 2. Again, you can put a percentage in there. So maybe we'll put in 20% of that on initial charge, and then the ongoing charges. Totally up to you how you do that. You've also got the option to give them a commission if they get new people opting into your list. So if they click on the opt-in page, you can give them you know, like $10 just for the reward for doing that. Pretty flexible. What you can also do is decide what your affiliates you're going to bring in. If you've got, like I've got an affiliate list, I can go and select that and add that and confirm it. You've also got the joint venture brokers, something I don't really use, but again, if you've got that sort of arrangement, that's something you might want to explore. You can also tag the affiliates. So if they sign up, you tag them. That's useful if you've got affiliates signing up automatically, and that's something that you work in through this. You can then tag them so that you know they've signed up, and you can cross-check things. We'll configure that a bit later. In fact, what we will do is just confirm it so we don't tag them, so it keeps things moving. If you put any of these as configured later, it won't allow you to actually launch the product. So that's worth pointing out. We've also got is payment milestones. So again, if you want to sort of stage the payments for cash flow reasons, or just because you have a reason for doing that's something you can set up so that they can earn commission at the front, but then maybe there's a cancellation option on there, you want to hold that back. Likewise here, you can change the landing pages specifically for affiliates. So again, you can put in a slightly different page for affiliates than you would do for others. Again, just examples. And you can do that depending on, there's various different ways you can do it depending on how you want to manage your affiliates and what you want them to see. And likewise, the actual page itself, you can use a default page, you can use a pop-up. With the default page, it's pretty standard layout, but again, you can go in and customize that elsewhere in your Pages app within Kartra, so it's fully customizable. So you do that, and you're done. Your product's set up. You've then got the option to take a link, put it on your landing page, and you can then drive traffic to that page and go sell your product. Pretty straightforward, really, and again, very powerful. It does integrate with some of the other parts here, like membership forms and some of the pages, so you have to plan it out a little bit. Just as another add-on here, you can do tracking. You can also add sort of discount coupons, and then there's more about sales tax here. I'm just going to show you those now. It's probably worth you just playing around and exploring those. But again, a lot of information that you can go through.